The hedonic treadmill, chasing happiness on an endless path. The pursuit of happiness is a universal human quest. But the concept of the hedonic treadmill suggests that our efforts to achieve lasting contentment may be more challenging than we realize. Coined by psychologists in the 1970s, the term hedonic treadmill refers to the tendency of humans to return to a relatively stable level of happiness, despite major positive or negative events in their lives. In essence, it suggests that our efforts to increase our well-being are akin to running on a treadmill, a continuous cycle that may not ultimately lead to a lasting sense of fulfillment. The nature of the hedonic treadmill. The hedonic treadmill is grounded in the concept of hedonism, which emphasizes the pursuit of pleasure and avoidance of pain as the ultimate goals of life. According to this theory, individuals experience spikes in happiness following positive events, such as getting a promotion, buying a new car, or achieving a personal goal. However, over time, these feelings tend to return to a baseline level, leaving individuals once again yearning for more. Conversely, when faced with negative events like the loss of a job or the end of a relationship, people often experience a temporary dip in happiness. Yet, with time, they typically adapt to their new circumstances and find a way to restore their baseline level of well-being. Adaptation and the hedonic treadmill. Adaptation is a key component of the hedonic treadmill phenomenon. As individuals adapt to new circumstances, the initial emotional impact diminishes, and they revert to their baseline level of happiness. This adaptation may explain why material possessions, wealth, or external achievements often fail to provide a sustained sense of joy. The thrill of a new car or a larger house may be fleeting. As individuals adapt to these improvements and yearn for the next source of pleasure. Criticisms and limitations. While the hedonic treadmill theory has garnered significant attention in the field of psychology, it is not without its critics. Some argue that certain life events, such as chronic illness or traumatic experiences, can have lasting impacts on an individual's well-being, challenging the notion of a fixed baseline happiness level. Additionally, cultural and individual differences may play a role in how people adapt to positive and negative events. Breaking the cycle. Understanding the hedonic treadmill can empower individuals to make conscious choices in their pursuit of happiness. Rather than relying solely on external factors, such as wealth or possessions, individuals can explore activities that foster intrinsic satisfaction, such as cultivating meaningful relationships, practicing gratitude, and engaging in activities aligned with their values. The hedonic treadmill serves as a thought-provoking concept that encourages us to reconsider the nature of our pursuit of happiness. By acknowledging the inherent adaptability of human emotions, individuals can strive for a more balanced and sustainable approach to well-being, one that emphasizes intrinsic sources of joy and fulfillment over the fleeting highs of external achievements. Breaking free from the hedonic treadmill may require a shift in perspective, encouraging us to find happiness in the journey rather than constantly chasing after elusive destinations. The tendency of humans to return to a relatively stable level of happiness, despite major positive or negative events, can be attributed to a psychological phenomenon known as adaptation. This adaptation refers to the process by which individuals adjust to new circumstances, whether positive or negative, and return to their baseline level of happiness over time. 1. Reason behind adaptation. Biological basis. One explanation is rooted in the biological and neurological mechanisms that regulate emotions. Over time, the brain tends to adapt to new stimuli, whether they are positive or negative. This adaptation helps maintain stability in emotional states and prevents individuals from being overwhelmed by every fluctuation in their environment. Evolutionary perspective. From an evolutionary standpoint, adaptation can be seen as an adaptive mechanism that promotes survival. Constantly experiencing extreme highs or lows might distract individuals from focusing on essential tasks like securing resources, forming social bonds, or addressing immediate challenges. 2. Exceptions to the hedonic treadmill. While the hedonic treadmill is a compelling concept, it is essential to acknowledge that there are exceptions and nuances to the theory. Traumatic experiences, Individuals who undergo severe or prolonged traumatic experiences may not fully adapt, and the impact on their well-being might be longer-lasting. Chronic health conditions, loss of a loved one, or other highly distressing events can lead to sustained changes in happiness levels. Individual and cultural differences. People vary in their resilience and adaptability. Cultural and individual differences play a significant role in how individuals respond to life events. Some individuals may be more resilient or have coping mechanisms that mitigate the effects of the hedonic treadmill. 3. Breaking free from the hedonic treadmill. Cultivate intrinsic goals. Rather than relying solely on external achievements, individuals can focus on intrinsic goals aligned with their values. Pursuing activities that bring genuine satisfaction and a sense of purpose can contribute to lasting well-being. Practice gratitude. Regularly expressing gratitude has been linked to increased happiness. Taking time to appreciate the positive aspects of life, even amid challenges, can shift one's perspective. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation, can help individuals become more aware of their thoughts and emotions. These practices promote a non-judgmental acceptance of the present moment, reducing the constant need for external validation. Cultivate meaningful relationships. Building and maintaining meaningful connections with others can contribute significantly to long-term happiness. Social support provides a stable foundation during life's ups and downs. In essence, breaking free from the hedonic treadmill involves a shift from external, fleeting sources of happiness to internal, sustainable sources. It requires a conscious effort to appreciate the journey, focus on intrinsic values, and cultivate a mindset that goes beyond the pursuit of external achievements. Implementing practical solutions to break free from the hedonic treadmill involves incorporating specific habits and actions into daily life. If you found value so far in this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to support this channel. Please share across social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Here are more concrete tips for cultivating meaningful relationships. Practicing gratitude, and adopting a mindset that fosters lasting well-being. 1. Cultivating meaningful relationships. Quality over quantity. Focus on building a few deep and meaningful connections rather than a large network of acquaintances. Invest time and energy in relationships that bring mutual fulfillment and support. Active listening. Practice active listening when engaging with others. Show genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings, and make an effort to understand their perspectives without judgment. Shared activities. Participate in activities that you and your friends or family enjoy together. Shared experiences can strengthen bonds and create lasting memories. Express appreciation. Regularly express your appreciation and love for the people in your life. Small gestures, such as sending a thoughtful message or a handwritten note, can go a long way. 2. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude journal. Keep a daily or weekly gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for. This simple practice can shift your focus towards positive aspects of life. Gratitude rituals. Create rituals that remind you to be grateful. It could be expressing thanks before meals, reflecting on the positive aspects of your day before bedtime, or setting aside specific moments to appreciate what you have. Gratitude letters. Write letters of gratitude to people who have positively impacted your life. You can choose to share these letters or keep them as personal reflections. Mindful gratitude practice. When faced with challenges, consciously look for silver linings or lessons that can be learned. This mindset shift can turn obstacles into opportunities for growth. 3. Adopting a mindset for lasting well-being. Set intrinsic goals. Identify and pursue goals that align with your values rather than external societal expectations. Focus on personal growth, learning, and contributing to something meaningful. Mindfulness meditation. Integrate mindfulness meditation into your routine. Start with short sessions and gradually extend the duration. This practice enhances self-awareness and helps you appreciate the present moment. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself in moments of failure or difficulty. Treat yourself with the same understanding and support that you would offer to a friend facing similar challenges. Limit material pursuits. While material achievements can bring temporary joy, avoid relying solely on them for happiness. Balance material pursuits with activities that fulfill you on a deeper, more intrinsic level. Remember, breaking free from the hedonic treadmill is a gradual process that involves consistent effort and self-reflection. These practical tips can serve as a starting point for fostering a more sustainable and fulfilling approach to well-being in your daily life. Exploring counter-arguments and addressing criticisms can contribute to a more nuanced understanding of the hedonic treadmill theory. Here are some key counter-arguments to consider. 1. Individual differences. Counter-argument. Critics argue that individual differences play a significant role in how people adapt to positive and negative events. Some individuals may have a natural disposition towards optimism or resilience, while others may struggle to adapt. Response. Acknowledging individual differences is crucial. Factors such as personality traits, coping mechanisms, and genetic predispositions can influence how people navigate life events. It's essential to recognize that while the hedonic treadmill may apply to a general population, there will always be variations among individuals. 2. Traumatic experiences. Counterargument. The theory may not adequately account for the lasting impact of traumatic experiences. Severe and prolonged trauma, such as the loss of a loved one or chronic illness, can lead to persistent decreases in well-being, challenging the idea of a stable happiness baseline. Response. Traumatic experiences can indeed have a profound and lasting impact on an individual's well-being. The hedonic treadmill theory may not fully capture the complexity of such situations. It's important to recognize that extreme life events may result in prolonged changes in happiness levels and may require specialized interventions. 3. Cultural variations. Counterargument. The hedonic treadmill theory may not be universally applicable, as cultural factors influence how individuals perceive and adapt to life events. In some cultures, collective well-being and social harmony may take precedence over individual happiness. Response. Cultural variations in values, norms, and social structures can certainly influence the applicability of the hedonic treadmill. While the theory provides insights into human adaptation, it may not be equally relevant across diverse cultural contexts. Understanding and respecting cultural nuances is crucial for a comprehensive evaluation of well-being. 4. Long-term changes. Counterargument. The concept does not account for long-term positive changes resulting from intentional efforts or personal growth. Individuals can make lasting improvements to their well-being through practices like therapy, personal development, or adopting healthier lifestyles. Response. The hedonic treadmill theory primarily focuses on automatic adaptation to life events. However, intentional efforts to cultivate well-being through personal development, therapy, and lifestyle changes can indeed lead to lasting improvements. This highlights the importance of proactive measures in breaking free from the automatic adaptation cycle. 5. Subjective well-being measures. Counterargument. Critics argue that the reliance on self-reported measures of subjective well-being may introduce biases. Cultural norms, individual perceptions, and social desirability may influence how people report their happiness levels. Response. Self-reported measures of well-being are subjective, and individual interpretations may vary. While acknowledging this limitation, research on the hedonic treadmill often incorporates objective indicators and longitudinal studies to provide a more comprehensive understanding of happiness adaptation. In summary, the hedonic treadmill theory, while valuable, is not without its limitations. Addressing these counter-arguments offers a more nuanced perspective, encouraging readers to consider the complexity of individual experiences, cultural influences, and the potential for intentional efforts to shape long-term well-being. This nuanced understanding allows individuals to critically evaluate the theory's applicability to their own lives and consider additional factors that may impact their pursuit of happiness. Let's incorporate more relatable and everyday examples to illustrate the concept of the hedonic treadmill. Breaking free from the hedonic treadmill. In the quest for happiness, have you ever noticed how the thrill of a new purchase or a promotion at work eventually fades away? This roller coaster of emotions is at the heart of the hedonic treadmill, a psychological phenomenon that impacts our day-to-day well-being. Let's explore this concept through relatable examples to better understand how it influences our lives. The coffee cup dilemma. Consider the excitement of buying a new coffee mug. Initially, every sip from that shiny new cup brings a burst of joy. Fast forward a few weeks, and you may find yourself sipping your morning brew with the same level of satisfaction you had with your old mug. The excitement wanes as you adapt to the newness, highlighting how even simple pleasures on this hedonic treadmill tend to plateau over time. Job satisfaction peaks and valleys. Imagine landing your dream job or getting a long-awaited promotion. The initial euphoria is undeniable, but as weeks turn into months, the once thrilling aspects of your work become routine. The hedonic treadmill theory suggests that the joy derived from professional achievements can plateau, leaving you seeking the next milestone to regain that initial sense of accomplishment. Social media and comparison. In the age of social media, our lives are often on display for the world to see. Picture scrolling through your feed and seeing a friend's vacation photos or a colleague's success announcement. The joy you feel for them is genuine, but it might also trigger a subtle sense of comparison. As you adapt to this social comparison, the desire for similar experiences or achievements can become a constant chase on the hedonic treadmill. #relationships and the marriage honeymoon. Think about the early stages of a romantic relationship. The honeymoon phase is characterized by intense emotions, excitement, and a sense of euphoria. However, as the relationship matures, the initial emotional highs often stabilize. This is not to say that long-term relationships lack happiness. But the intense emotional peaks of the early days may give way to a more stable baseline. Breaking free from the treadmill. 1. Mindful moments. Instead of constantly seeking external highs, incorporate mindful moments into your daily routine. Pause to savor a simple pleasure, like the warmth of sunlight or the taste of your favorite snack, without the pressure of needing more. 2. Quality connections. Focus on the quality of your relationships rather than the quantity. Meaningful connections with friends and family provide a steady source of joy that doesn't easily diminish over time. 3. Gratitude practice. Keep a gratitude journal to regularly reflect on the positive aspects of your life. Acknowledging and appreciating the small, everyday joys can counteract the treadmill's tendency to overlook the familiar. 4. Personal growth goals. Instead of fixating solely on external achievements, set personal growth goals aligned with your values. Cultivating skills, learning new things, and pursuing passions contribute to a more fulfilling and sustained sense of accomplishment. In the journey of life, it's essential to recognize the twists and turns of the hedonic treadmill. By understanding the dynamics at play and implementing mindful practices, we can strive for a more balanced and enduring sense of happiness, appreciating the beauty in everyday moments. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to our channel for more self-improvement videos. Comment below to tell us how useful you found this video. Remember to share on various social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Click the notification bell to get notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.